this was really an interesting session. I actually am thinking if it was live, how it would be, and looking forward to having more such sessions and live sessions. So the inputs which has been given, the examples which were shared was very, very strong and relevant. So I now open the forum to my participants to let us know how did they enjoy, what are the key takeaways they have from this session. Thank you.
Hi everyone. Hi Anisha. Actually, I like this session a lot. Very different. This is the first time I have attended training session with singing, and those collaboration and other things which we have learned today. I will remember it with respect to the pictures or the songs like bhajan or AB, or what we recently saw is that bars. It was very good. Like, instead of having that multiple things on a PPT and those long PPT, we keep reading it. Instead, this was amazing. Amazing. Thank you. And your voice is really nice, Anna.
Thank you so much.
Just have one question. Since you mentioned about different perspectives, uh, for any situation when we have different perspective, everybody will feel that I am excellent and my idea is good. But with lesser time, what we just saw about that space ship, how to finalize that, which is the best perspective, will be a challenge.
Let me take that question.
Okay.
Again, I will give the metaphor from music. See, in music, when I'm performing, I have 6 musicians. There are analog instruments and there are electronic instruments. So you have, in percussion instruments, you have the drums, which is the octopad, etc., and you have the tabla. Do you think that tabla can ever compete with the drums?
No.
Not possible. You have the harmonium and you have the keyboard. Keyboard will always score over the harmonium just because it's electronic. But what is important is a perspective. Every musician's perspective is not to show off himself. Every musician's perspective is to make the song better. So every paragraph in the song, right, will have a particular music composition. That music they will play. So to answer your question, there are 10 members in a team. Each member give a perspective. It is not about your perspective versus my perspective. It is about which perspective make the project successful. And that is what is required in any cross-functional team. And that is what you get in music. When you are singing a ghazal, the harmonium takes the precedence, right? When you are singing any kind of Bollywood numbers, the synthesizer steps in. It is not ki kisko wawa mil raha hai. Important is what is required. So that is how we have to treat. It is not like you versus me or my function versus your function. Each one of us are passionate about it. When a cross-functional team happens, the underwriter is passionate about underwriting. The sales guy is saying ki ultimately we have to see that by negating the risk, how much sales I need, because that is what the company needs. अगर sales नहीं होगा, बाकी का कोई मतलब नहीं है. लेकिन sales के लिए company बेच तो नहीं सकते. So therefore underwriter comes in, therefore the actuary comes in. So everybody is important, right? Sales guy will say ki boss, I need the policy issued tomorrow. Possible nahi ho sakta, because maybe the operations team can't give it that. So therefore everybody will have to say that what best I can do to contribute so that the ultimate aim is achieved. That is what collaboration is. That is what we need to understand as individuals.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Subhashish has written, I learnt a new skill of conducting training program with music as a metaphor. Yes, indeed. Anyone else would like to say anything?
Yes, Abhay.
Pavas and Arnab, fantastic session. I am a music lover, so I got connected with a lot of management principles, practices, and methodologies along with your session. The good part is there were certain industrial case studies were there, some philosophical views were there related to vision, mission, commitment, passion. There were certain examples from mythology, from music world, and from Bollywood also. So it was completely a 360-degree session. Financial fundamentals were also there, debt, cash in hand, cash flow, right? So that made a lot of inciting in the session. So what is my takeaway is the first was the tyranny of or the genius of and. So I remember one advertisement by Maggie, healthy bhi or tasty bhi, right? Because sometimes the food has been marketed, either the food is healthy. So many people who love taste, they ignore the food. Or sometimes if the food item has been marketed as it's very tasty, then the health conscious people will avoid it. So how they are positioning it with the power of and, healthy bhi and tasty bhi. So this is one thing which I'm taking away with me. The second one is change is opportunity led or crisis driven. So it is said rightly, change before change changes you, right? So either it's a opportunity cost or it's a regret value. One of the two things can happen. And one example which you quoted while delivering your session, Arnav, is the biggest takeaway of mine is the psychological safety, right? As you shared that the youngest person of your musician team is giving you some critical feedback, and he's not having any fear that in the next program whether I will be taken or I will be not taken. So people don't live in a artificial harmony over there, right? I'm using the word artificial harmony. So if culture promotes this kind of dialoguing in the organization, definitely then it is not yours and it is not mine. It is management by objectives. It is not management by personalities.
Very
So,
well said, yeah.
Amazing. It's a fantastic session I have attended. Thanks, Anisha, for organizing it. Thank you very much.